Sean and this is John, and we just thought we would take you on our adventure here in Iceland. I'll just show you the views that we've currently got, which are absolutely stunning so far. And the flight in was perfect too. Look at those boats. So whilst we're in Iceland, we do plan to go whale watching. We also plan to go to 2 thermal spas. We're only here for 4 nights. So we're just going to see what Iceland has in store for us. And so far, like I say, it's a really nice day.
In 400 meters, turn left onto Kálvangstræti.
You can't see it, but we've got the Google Maps on. Luckily, the hotel is only 6 minutes away, but we did hire a car. And look at all the... just can't get over these views, they're amazing. So I'm just going to do a quick room tour as we've just checked in. Starting off at the, obviously, entrance. Got a full-length mirror here. Here's the shower ensuite. There we go. It's a good sized room. Got a double bed or a king bed. And then we do also have a balcony, which is amazing. Which, by the looks of it, is shared across all the other rooms. But again, these views are absolutely stunning. And I absolutely love the red buildings. Very Icelandic. I don't know how you pronounce this town. How do you pronounce it, John?
Akureyri.
Akureyri. So EasyJet have started flying here twice a week on a Tuesday and a Saturday. So we're here for 4 days and we've just kind of walked around to see what is in the town. I would call it quite a sleepy village, but there's a lot going on, but at the same time it feels like there's nothing going on. Like everything's open that we've wanted to go in. There's a town, there's a mall, a very small mall, and price-wise, everything's quite okay. I thought it was going to be really expensive considering it's Iceland, but typical Brit, went to get a Coke and it was about £1.60, so nothing out of the ordinary. But we found these kind of gardens. They call it the Botanical Gardens, but obviously it's probably a lot nicer in the summer. But it's still quite nice, obviously, with all the snow and everything. And this isn't fresh snow, this is like ice snow. So we're trying to be very careful where we tread. I think John's got the right idea. We're walking on the snow. Although it sounds fresh, actually, it's not. It's been here quite a few days now. I was tracking the snow, thinking it was thinking it was going to snow when we were here, but it hasn't, and it won't. But yeah, it's quite picturesque, I would say. So our hotel is just there, and then just across the road, just walk down here, you've got what I think is a library or like bookshop type thing. Coffee, all fun stuff. I actually saw a Costa in here. And then this is the town. It almost reminds me of like a Hallmark film, especially because they've still got Christmas decorations up. But yeah, it's cute, really cute. But every place is really busy. Got a home shop. So just come into a shop to have a look at some of the merchandise. Well, I'm going to call it merchandise. And we still can't get our head around the pricing because I think it's in Swedish, even though we're in Iceland. So it's KR, which is coronas. But we think 1,000 coronas is like a £5. So that's what we're going with. These are cute. Oh, I think I prefer this one. Do you want a souvenir, John?
No.
Good morning, it is day 2 of our Iceland adventure. So yesterday, because we were up at like 3 in the morning, we were quite tired, and we just kind of looked around the village that we're staying in. But this time we're up early, we've had our breakfast, and we're going to go to the supermarket to get some bits and pieces, and then we're on whale watching later this afternoon. One thing we have to be really careful is... Okay, we're going to go on the road because it's just so icy. What looks like normal, like water, is all ice. And it can be quite dangerous. So we've decided to just walk on the road, it's easier. But what's fun is like every car has like silver studs on their tyres, obviously to help in the ice. So still can't get over these views. So as you can see, there's a mountain right in front of us, and then you can see mountains in the distance, and then just below here, or right here where I'm pointing, that's the ocean, water, whatever you want to call it, and that's where we're going to go and head for the 3-hour whale watching excursion. And then here in front of us is the mall. It's quite a small mall, but there will be a shopping centre in there, like a supermarket, where we're just going to fill up on water and snacks. Everything's just opening. Here we go, here's a supermarket, Netto. Let's go in and see what wonders they have. I think what we're looking for is like big bottles of water, which I can see here. But we're still getting to grips with how much everything is. So like, they have KR, which is Coronas, but we've worked out 1,000 is like a £5 or just over a £5. So, in all honesty, a bottle of Dr. Pepper is probably going to be the same as it is here, as back home in the UK, about £1.60 or something like that. So that's what you want to know what prices are like. Again, big bottle, I think that's coming in at 311, so that will probably be about £2.50. Mission accomplished. We got our water and we got some crisps, and we are ready to go whale watching now. But first we have to head back to the hotel, and we're going to put our thermals on. The temperature isn't actually that bad here. I've just got a coat and a hoodie on, and I thought it was going to be a lot colder. Like, of course it's cold, but I thought it was going to be bitterly cold. So it's quite pleasant. So if you're a plane geek like John is, this is quite fun. Imagine like a valley of mountains. That's how it is, and the planes come into land, and that was a similar plane we went on yesterday. What was it? Max 737 Max. I'm not a plane person, but apparently it's going round and round, according to John, who is on the flight radar. But we're back in the hotel room. Oh, let me zoom out. Oh. How do I control this thing? Perfect. So we ended up just getting bottles of water and some crisps, and that is going to be our lunch. And we've also got, excuse the mess, we like to really make ourselves at home. We're just going to have pot noodles for lunch, only because we're going to be 3 hours on a boat, and we are probably going to eat something on the boat, whatever they have. So we had our pot noodle, which was quite nice, and we are now off to go whale watching. Though this isn't the actual place we need to go to. I think we need to go to...
It used to be here, now it's moved.
Yeah, it says go to our other office. So I don't know where that other office is, but I guess it's around here somewhere. And this is literally just a 5-minute walk from our hotel. So we are going to be early. But we just wanted to kind of see what everything was about. And I actually thought we would be going on one of those big boats back there.
That one.
But I think it's actually the smaller one, which is in front, which is still fine. But let's see how a 3-hour journey is going to be on that. I'm really looking forward to it, but I'm a bit nervous about being seasick. Actually, it's only now dawned on me how nervous I am about being seasick, but I'm sure I'll be fine.
So, 1 o'clock. That was very exciting. It looked like a
So we've seen a few whales, which has been really fun, and we're just going out further to sea to see any more whales. But we just stopped and had a hot chocolate. When I say stopped, I went downstairs to the cafe. We didn't make a stop, but this is warming me up. It is freezing on this boat, and the view's pretty spectacular though. Just can't get over how kind of calm everything is. And again, we've had some pretty close encounters with the whales. So we've just finished the whale watching tour. It was 3 hours in total, and surprisingly didn't feel seasick at all. And we saw some really close up, or had some close up encounters with whales, which was quite cool. But now we're just going to go find a bakery and get some food because we're both very cold. And then I think we're going to go back to the hotel room and warm up. Oh no, the bakery that we wanted to go to is shut. So we should have been more proactive with the times, but it doesn't matter. We can go find somewhere else. So it's a couple of hours later. We've had a nice hot shower and we didn't end up getting any pastries or cookies or anything because we couldn't find anything open. But now we are off to go and find apparently a really nice steakhouse, which I'm going the wrong way, so. Whereabouts is it? So this steakhouse has like really good reviews on TripAdvisor, and I believe it's about £50 for a 3-course dinner. So we had sushi last night, and that again kind of worked out £50 for two each, so it was £100, but there wasn't a lot of food, so it'll be interesting to see what this steak place is like. So this is the place. I can't pronounce it, but what's interesting is it's on the 5th floor, so I don't know what all these other, must be offices or buildings. Office buildings, I don't know. That'll be interesting to see what it looks like when the door opens. Oh, quite busy. So we're in the restaurant, and literally that's where we went, or well, that's where we caught the boat today. So everything is just so close, which is really handy. And I'm starving, can't wait for this dinner. Wow, look at this. This is our starter. It is called langoustine, and I believe it's like shrimp in battered sushi. Cannot wait. So hungry. That's really good. And here is the main. I actually thought it was a steak, but it's more of a, I don't know what you would call it, a piece of meat. Just like that, it's all gone. That was amazing. And last but not least, the 3rd course, which I went for the chocolate orange brownie, and John went for some, I don't even know how you pronounce that. But this again looks amazing. In fact, I'll eat this now.
You may leave.
So we're just going to head back to the hotel and get ready to go to bed, I guess. It's quite nice just to unwind, especially when you've had like a really cold day. So it's nice just to warm up, but we're going to walk through the village again. I don't even know what this is called. It's not a village, it's more of a town. But it's cute. It's still got, I don't know if this is up all year round, but with all the twinkly lights it looks very festive. And the dinner that we've just had was absolutely incredible, definitely worth it. I think it was £50 in the end each, so that was £100 obviously for two, but it was a 3-course dinner. Didn't include drinks, but that's to be expected. We actually just want to go into this shop quickly to have a look around because I can see some souvenirs.
Oh, Danny works here. You see it?
Yeah. Ooh, candles. They're fun. Well, I think this is a kid shop or a home shop. Don't quite know. I think it's homeware upstairs. Do you want to have a look?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's shut off. No, it's just shut. Oh, but there's a downstairs. Do you want some Icelandic clothing? These are fun. I do really want to get a brass mug so you can have like cold cocktails in it, because they had them in the hotel. I think we've just kind of walked into just a shop that sells everything, I guess. So I don't really know. Well, we went in there to look at souvenirs, but they only had a small selection.
Oh, their blankets are nice.
Do you want a blanket?
I don't feel it either. No, we'll come back and look at them.
Obviously, we're not going to get a blanket. But this place looks nice across the street. But one of these is like a hostel. I think the one with all the lights in the window is a hostel. But it looks fun. Everyone's having drinks and that looks like the best place to be. And here's the library. And then there's a hotel right here. And then I think there's a church up here.
Let's look at the menu on the pizza place.
Okay, so we're going to go to this pizza place tomorrow. So John just wants to have a look at the menu. And again, this looks so pretty at night. And then it goes all the way up here. But we, after we've looked at the menu, we are just going to go home, go back to the hotel room, not home, but go back to the hotel room and rest and go to bed, because we've got an early start tomorrow as we're going to go to Húsavík. Let's see if I can get a video of us going in to the entrance of our hotel, because it's really quite nice. I think it's meant to be a 4.5 star, or 3-star hotel. But it's quite busy. You've got a nice bar here. But that's us for the evening. Good morning. It is day 3 here in Iceland, and we are off to Húsavík today. And Húsavík is actually where they filmed Eurovision, which I'm really excited about, and probably the only reason why I'm on this trip. I'm joking. But John just gave me the dirtiest look. But anyway, I am really excited to go to Húsavík because I hope we can see some bits that we've seen in the film. I'm sure there are like location things, I don't know, signposts that says this was in this film. I don't know. Did they film anything else here, John?
Not as far as I'm aware.
Not as far as John is aware. But again, most importantly, we're going to go to one of their thermal spas. It's called Geo Spa.
Geo Sea.
Or Geo Sea. and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's the first one that we've been in since we've got to Iceland. And we are actually going to one tomorrow as well, called the Forest Lagoon. And that's just the other direction. So we're here, it's literally just over here somewhere, so it's not too far. It's literally a 5-minute drive. We do have a car with us, and it's going to take us an hour to get to Húsavík, but I'm sure there'll be things that we can see on the way. So this is the first time I've ever vlogged like a holiday or a trip. I've always enjoyed watching other people go away and vlog and just share their experience, so I just thought I would do the same this year. I'm actually filming on a DJI Pocket 3, and so far I'm really enjoying vlogging on a DJI. It's quite discreet, which I like. We've got quite a few holidays coming up. We're very lucky. We're off to Florida in September, and we're also going for a week in December, and we've just booked Disneyland Paris for November. So lots of fun trips coming up. that I cannot wait for. You right there, Mr. Sniffer?
Don't people normally do voiceovers on these things?
Sometimes, but I'm doing a voiceover now. We're going to the whale watching museum. Finished with the tour in the museum. It was quite a small museum. We did it within about 25 minutes, and we did read all of the things. There was no like interaction things, so like if you had kids, I don't think they would have enjoyed it, but it was certainly interesting. And now we're walking to find, again, if you've ever seen the Eurovision song, Eurovision. No, it's just called Eurovision.
It's called Song of Ice and Fire.
The Eurovision film
On Netflix.
on Netflix, you will know there's a song in it called Ya Ya Ding Dong. And apparently there's a bar, or like a cafe, called Ya Ya Ding Dong here in Húsavík. However, it is shut, but apparently it's just like fun to go and see. So, and they also have, again in the film, there's this like folklore about fairies. So we're gonna go see some fairy houses or something. I don't think they're the original ones from the film, but they are just replicas. This is someone's house, and then this is their view. It's crazy. And this is the Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean?
Why can't you say Atlanta?
I just said Atlantic.
Atlanta.
Yeah, I can't speak properly, it's a thing. You'll realise this is the Atlantic Ocean, and apparently if you were to just go straight that way, you'll get to Greenland. Greenland? Greenland. But this is where they filmed Eurovision. I wonder if we can... I don't think there's anything...
It says it's there, but it can't.
So we can't find it?
No, it's just not there.
Oh. That's okay. Oh look, here it is. I found the ferry huts. So if you are, if you have seen the film, you'll know that these are featured in it. The little elves hut. Let's have a look. Let me zoom in.
My elves!
Oh, okay, so this is the bar just there, and above it, in that blue sign above the door, it says Ya Ya Ding Dong. Obviously only open during the probably busy season. So John's gone up to see it, and you can actually open it. Open it up. Oh, it's just rubbish. But so we're just on our way to the geothermal spa, and we just stopped off for some lunch, as you saw. I had some nice noodles. John had some chicken gyros, and it's literally a 5-minute drive. Well, it's 1 minute now to the thermal spa, which I'm so looking forward to. This is one of the most anticipated things on this holiday that I am looking forward to. And then we've also got one tomorrow, which is really exciting. So it's a little bit busier here now, and we've just finished our spa session, which was amazing. I'm out of breath walking up those stairs. The water was just incredible. So it's like heated, obviously, natural seawater, and it was amazing. So this is the scary bridge that we just went over. Look how tight this is, and it's single track as well, and there's definitely a car coming towards us.
And we're over icy water.
And we're over icy water.
You can't take your eyes off the road for 1 second.
But I think it's designed so you can see who's in front of you, but there's no like, not that they need to be traffic lights. And there's a car behind us going extremely fast, but we made it. And that car's overtaken us. So we're heading back out now. We have had a quick pit stop at the hotel room to hang our trousers up, swimming trunks. John's just about to go for a wee. And one thing I would say is, if you're going to go through the tunnel like we did, that is a toll tunnel. So you actually have to pay, obviously, a toll. It's all electronic, so you have to go onto the website and pay for it. I wouldn't say it's well signposted, but you would definitely know that you're driving through a toll tunnel. And just paid for it. It's £21 round trip. So a little bit expensive, but it is what it is. But we're just going to go down to one of the restaurants, again, local to this area. It's quite handy having everything on your doorstep, if I'm honest with you. One of the things I was worried about is not having enough options for like food, places and things like that. And then also I was like, oh my God, everything's going to be so expensive. But I actually haven't found the food to be expensive. It's no more expensive than going to London for the evening. If we were further south, in Iceland, like Reykjavik, we would be paying a lot of money for food. That's where I've heard the horror stories. But because we're up north, it's been quite okay. And it also helps that our hotel, between the hours of like 5 and 6 or 4 and 6, has happy hour. So our hotel is obviously there. We just walked out, and that's where we're going to eat tonight. I think it's just a restaurant, bar and grill. It's got everything you need. But John wants to go for a walk, so again we're walking back into the town. I don't think there's lots of places open, but I don't think John wants to go anywhere, I would say, too far afield, but everything's on our doorstep. Oh, this is a cool place. Look in here. That's a nice bar. Oh yeah. Those guys just behind me, I just heard they were going on the Northern Lights trip. We're not doing that this time. I say this time because we might be back. But we could have booked into the Northern Lights tour, but it was one of those things that we just thought, it's a lot of money. Chances of seeing it were slim because we were looking at the weather. We said we would look nearer the time, and the weather was quite bad. Today, though, it is, well, there's cloud in the sky, but it's been probably one of the most clearer evenings. But we just thought if we would see it, we would see it here. So the restaurant actually ended up being really, really busy. So I didn't want to film in there because it just felt like everyone was looking at me. So I had a burger, which was one of my first burgers of this trip, probably the last burger. But I always have burgers when I go on holiday. I think it's just like an English staple. We'll just go for burger and chips. But this holiday been quite adventurous. I'm not a fussy eater. You a fussy eater, John?
No.
No, John is definitely not a fussy eater. And John had fish and chips, which both were lovely. Do you enjoy yours? Mm-hmm. John enjoyed his, and I enjoyed mine. But yeah, tomorrow's our last day, and we are going to another thermal spa, and that's just across the road, so it's only 5 minutes. But we found out that there's an all year round Christmas shop, which we're going to go to. Good morning, it is day 4, and we are just having a chill day today. I feel like I've just said chill day in every single video, but it's true. We are going to the Forest Lagoon later, which is just over there in the distance. It's a 5-minute drive. This morning on our last day, I would show you our breakfast options downstairs. Again, it's just kind of European style continental breakfast, so it's like meats, cheeses, fresh fruit and stuff, and John definitely loves their bacon sandwiches. I went for kind of a weird breakfast concoction, but it's what I like. Don't argue. And then John went for the more traditional bacon and egg sandwich. Well, egg on the side, bacon in the sandwich, but I can't wait to get into this. These are amazing. So we've got a couple of hours to spare, so we've decided to come and walk to the mall. Again, I know what you're probably thinking. All we ever do is go to the mall, because it feels like we've been here a lot, but we actually haven't had a look around. So John wants to see if there's any like souvenirs that he can buy. They actually have a H&M home, which we do have one in the UK, obviously. I absolutely love the fact that this is like a fully fledged mall, but it's absolutely dead. Like, there's obviously a few people here, but like every shop, they have the Body Shop, they have H&M. There's just no one here. It's like a ghost town. But if only the UK could be like this. When you want to go shopping, because every time I go shopping it always seems to be so busy, especially like things like blue water or something like that. I think John wants to have a look at some of the sports gear. I'm a sucker for a home shop, so this is definitely calling to me. Have a good old mooch in here. So we've decided to come back to the supermarket just to have a look at some cool sweets. Oh my god, these are like bubs, John. We have these and they're like, Danny loves these. But we thought we could get some fun things for our friends to try. I think these are quite... I've had these before, but I've had these in like Sweden. They're quite fun. I love to see all the different kind of Haribos as well. I'm a massive sucker for sweets, so I do have to rein myself in. These are all fun. Oh, these are fun. Should we try some of these? I'm going to get some of these. I just get the berry or watermelon. What? Oh, what's these? Fruit. What flavour should I get? I'm going to go for the... I'd imagine these are berry. So we're going to go for berry. And... oh, they've got British versions. I would like maybe... I love cola flavoured stuff as well. But I also do like... This is banana toffee, raspberry and blueberry. John wants to go for these. Salty licorice. I think that's just going to be us then.
There's some super salty licorice.
So I'm going to try these. They just looked appealing. I presume they're berry. They're like what you get.
You should show people the packet.
So these are like what you get in like a kid's birthday pack. You remember like gift bags, goodie bags? They're like hard, soft and chewy. They're fun, but they definitely remind me of a kid's birthday pack. So we ended up coming into a nice little cafe. It's actually the blue building. I'll show you what it looks like on the outside. But it's the blue building that we always walk past, and we just realised it was like a little cafe. In the evening, I think it turns into quite... No, I think it's this one that turns into like a bar as well. But it's always looked, I wouldn't say rowdy, but just not really a place I probably would come to. But this is what we've got. Oh, John's getting tucked in. He's got a scone, and I've got this like raspberry flapjack, which I am really looking forward to. And then I've got this grape soda, which I think is lemonade type thing. And John just opted for a green tea. John wanted to go at playing with the camera, so John's having a go holding the camera whilst I give you the review of the flapjack. As you can see, everything is finished. We loved it. It was great. And now is the time to tell you that we're not very good vloggers. So just a few minutes outside of where we're staying, there's this place called the Christmas House. And so we decided to come, and this is what it looks like. It's pretty spectacular. Oh my god. So we've just found the candles. John is gonna... What's that called?
Christmas wreath.
Christmas wreath. Smells fresh. Smells like clean cotton. Well, that's good.
Christmas in our house.
It does smell like Christmas in our house.
Incense.
These characters are cute.
Put phones.
We've just found this cool decoration that's meant to be a s'more, and it's like squishy. It's all made out of felt, but look how amazing that is. Like, the attention to detail is just incredible. This place is just incredible. It's got so much stuff in it that it will take just hours to look. It's got little trinkets, little knickknacks, all of these ornaments that I've never seen before. So we've arrived at the Forest Bar now, so we're just walking in. We are actually early, so I don't know if they're going to let us in. We do have a time slot. I don't think there is like a certain length of time that you're allowed in. So I think once you check in, you can be as long as you want. That's what it was like yesterday. However, our time slot today is at 5 o'clock. And it's actually now only just gone 3. So let's see if they let us in 2 hours early. Also, that Christmas shop was amazing. As soon as you walked in through that door, there was like a roaring fire. It smelled incredible. And they were playing Christmas music, so it was amazing. So we've just come out of the Forest Lagoon, and that actually, I would say I preferred this spa than the one in Húsavík, only because it felt a little bit bigger. There was a sauna, like a really big sauna that you can go in. It was kind of like, I would say, state of the art, because you just pressed a button and water went on the sauna rocks, and then obviously that created the heat. And then there was 2 bars that you can kind of swim up to. These pools were actually deep enough to kind of swim, though I wouldn't obviously recommend swimming. It's more of a relaxation, and they had like seats around the edge of the pool. So I preferred this one for the layout and the setting. However, the one in Húsavík, which was the Thermo Sea or Geo Sea, that's using fresh seawater. This is just using, I think, mountain spring. Not that I'm a connoisseur of water, but John prefers the seawater because obviously minerals, I guess, is good for your skin. But then again, this one must have minerals, John.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it does. So yeah, but this would be something I would highly recommend if you are coming here. And we are now going back to the hotel, and we're just going to refresh again, and then we're going to go to one of the bars and get a drink, and then we're going to go back to the restaurant that we went to last night and have some... John wants chicken and waffles, I think, so we're going to have some chicken and waffles. So top tip, make sure you book on a Friday night, because where we wanted to go was completely full, though it wasn't really that busy. There was like many tables empty, but they couldn't fit this in, which is fine, fair enough. We didn't book. Like, people, they're probably expecting people to turn up. But yeah, that's my top tip. If you're staying in this area, book on a Friday night. So we've ended up coming to a kebab shop, which, I mean, when in Rome, come to a kebab shop. So we have actually demolished the starters, pretty much. and I have never. John's working the camera. I actually never have kebabs. So here we go. It's good. I've got a chicken kebab, and it's spicy. So I can honestly say that was my first kind of kebab experience. Of course, I've been on a night out before, and we've had like cheesy chips or a chicken burger, but I've never had like a kebab wrap. Mine was amazing. However, it was so big, so full of chicken, and I think they used chicken thigh, which I'm not the biggest fan of. However, the onion rings, jalapeno poppers and chips certainly tied me over. We are now delightfully stuffed. So we actually booked this holiday through EasyJet. It's actually quite a new destination that they are flying to. It is obviously north of Iceland, so it's not Reykjavik down in the south. When I was telling people I was going to Iceland, that's where they first immediately thought. This is still up and coming, this area, I would say, but there's plenty of things to do. Flights leave from Gatwick on a Tuesday, once a day, and then they come back again on Saturday. So you can either do the Tuesday flight and then leave on Saturday, or you can do Saturday till Tuesday. I would definitely say we probably have overstayed here, and I would highly recommend though coming like a Saturday to a Tuesday to allow you to do all the spas, look around and enjoy what they have to offer here. Again, if you were coming to ski, then potentially the Tuesday to Saturday would suit you better. I can't speak. Okay, so we had I'm just going to give you a brief roundup because I've tried this so many times. Whale watching, amazing. 7 out of 10. I only give it a 7 out of 10, which I think is still pretty high, only because we didn't see the whale jump out of the water like you would on a BBC nature documentary. They just weren't performing for us. Obviously, I do know it's real life nature. The next thing we did was drive to Húsavík, which is where they filmed Eurovision, which was amazing. It's such a lovely town, and we went there when it was raining in the morning. We went to the Whale Museum and we came out, and it was absolutely, I'm going to say it, stunning. There was mountains in the background. There was a little church. Again, it wasn't too busy. Everything here where we've been hasn't been too busy until today. So again, on a Friday night, you got to book. Húsavík, massive tick. We then went to the Geo Sea thermal spa, which was amazing. I would highly recommend that. John loved it because obviously it was natural salt water for the skin, and I enjoyed it because it was just relaxing and we had cocktails and beer. I would give that an 8 out of 10, only because we had to drive an hour to get there and pay £22 for the tunnel, which was a tolled tunnel. Today, where we went to the Christmas shop, I'm going to give that 10 out of 10 because who doesn't love Christmas? And John's laughing at me. And then the Forest Lagoon was incredible. I preferred the Forest Lagoon personally to the Geo Spa, only because it felt bigger, there was a sauna, it felt a little bit more relaxed. If you haven't been to this part of Iceland before, I would highly recommend it. And I'm just going to end everything here, and probably whilst I've been speaking, you have had glimpse of us landing back into Gatwick. And thank you for watching these videos. If you are watching these videos, again, thank you. I'm not sure if anyone's going to be watching these videos, but if you are, please do feel free to subscribe and like. Thank you very much. Bye.